What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Stampede Airsoft. Today we're going to be taking a look at the G&G CMF-16. The G&G CMF-16 has a lot of similar stylings to that of the H&K 416. However, compared to other airsoft replicas of the 416, this gun is fully polymer. But alongside that full polymer construction, you get a very nice price point where most 416 replicas are north of $400. On top of it being very similar in style to the 416, the rail is also different. So for those of you who are familiar with 416s and their accessories, one of the more popular accessories to put on the front of a 416 is a Geisley rail, which is what this is trying to emulate right here. So going from tip to butt on this gun, we have our nice orange tip up here, just a very small amount of orange up here, so if you wanted to paint over it, you could very easily do that. And this is also removable. It's not a set screw, it has a pin in it, so you would have to melt the pin out of the flash hider to get it off, therefore making it useless to put back on the gun if you wanted to. Right behind that, right here on the gas block right here, you have two little sling attachment points for any slings that you would like to clip onto the front right here. Moving back, we have that nice Geisley style rail right here. This is one of those rails that doesn't take standard M-LOK or key mod rails. It takes the ones that you have the screw directly into the little holes on the side of the rail. So just be wary of that if you're looking for accessories for this gun. Luckily, it does come with three rail segments out of the box, two short ones that are mounted on either side up here at the front, and one longer one down here on the bottom. Just towards the end of the rail, you have two QD sling attachment points, one on either side, and it even includes a QD sling attachment point right here. On the top of the rail, you have flip-up front and rear iron sights. Both are adjustable. The front is adjustable for elevation, and the rear one is adjustable for elevation and windage. Moving back to the fully polymer receiver, you have your combat machine trades over here on the left side, and then you have all of your standard fire controls that are very familiar from an M4, and most of them are designed after the 416. Right here you have your ambidextrous fire selector with the white and red fire control pictures. Then you have your ambidextrous magazine release, you have an ambidextrous functioning bolt catch, and then up here at the back you have the left side only charging handle, which does lock back. So pulling back on the charging handle will lock back on your bolt, exposing your rotary style hop-up. This is one of G&G's newer rotary style hop-ups. Some of the older ones had issues. These ones are rock solid and won't come out of place very easily. And to close up your bolt, all you're going to do is push in on the bolt release on the left side or push down on this little tab right here on the right side. Moving back to the stock on this gun, this version of the CMF-16 has a PDW stock. This is the K version. So this is the same stock that you'll find on the ARP9 and other guns of that same style from G&G. However, they do have a version that does have a regular stock on it. We are just waiting to get more of those in. So to access the battery compartment, it's just the same as any of G&G's other PDWs. You're going to push down on the tab on the bottom of the stock right here. Stock pulls all the way off. And then on this cap right here, there's a small little button on the bottom. You'll press in on that, pull the cap right off. And then inside this stock, you will find G&G's newest iteration of their M4 MOSFET, a fuse, and a Dean's connector. It is great that this gun is wired to Dean's. Everybody should be wiring all their guns to Dean's. G&G has been making fantastic efforts to go back and put Dean's on some of their older models and some of their cheaper models too. And then right here, for all of you people that are still using Tamiya batteries, there is a Dean's to Tamiya connector. However, all of this does take up quite a bit of space inside of your stock. So if you were to pick this gun up for yourself, one of the only batteries that you could probably fit in this thing is a Valken 11.1 1000 milliamp battery, which is one of these small stick type batteries. Would fit perfectly inside the stock. But with all that space being taken up inside your stock, you do get a lot of great features. That MOSFET gives you LiPo protection on this gun, so when your LiPo batteries start to run low, the gun will beep at you and stop shooting, preventing you from killing your LiPo batteries entirely. Because if you weren't aware, if you drain LiPo batteries all the way dead, they will never go fully charged again, and you run the risk of actually damaging the battery. And then with that MOSFET also, you can do cool fire modes like 3-round and 5-round burst. Another great thing about G&G's Combat Machine series, almost all of their guns from the mid tier all the way up to their high tier, they have electronic trigger units inside their guns. So what that means is rather than standard trigger contacts, which can get a pretty slow trigger response and are kind of mushy, these triggers are super snappy and are super responsive. You know exactly when your trigger breaks and would fire the gun. Another great iteration inside of this gun is G&G's G2 gearbox, which recently we've only seen in their higher end guns closer to the $400 mark, but it's great to see that they're bringing their high end parts and putting it down into something quite mid-tier like this. So what that's going to have is stronger internals and a thicker gearbox shell, so that if you were to go to put upgrades into this gun, you wouldn't run the risk of cracking the front end of your gearbox. After taking this gun back to the chronograph, filling the magazine up with some .20 gram BBs, and plugging in a Titan Power 11.1 lithium-ion battery, this gun is shooting right around 400 to 405 FPS and has 16 balls a second on full auto. This gun is by far one of my favorite guns from G&G so far. The 416 look and style without the weight and cost alone is amazing, and couple that with G&G's fantastic internals and their excellent performance, you have a gun that is a beast on the field. As of right now, this gun is retailing for $256.95 and is available in store and online, which is a fantastic price for the gun, for everything that you're getting. A gun that has a MOSFET, that amazing G2 gearbox, the look of a 416, all of that good stuff for under $300. Or regularly, you'd be spending north of $400. As always, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out our Facebook and Instagram page to stay up to date with all the new stuff that we're doing in store and at the field. And I will see you guys next time.